Marriage was, why is it falling apart? We can go back where we started. With God on our side.
So, Anne,
Yes.
it's been 6 years in marriage.
Yeah, 6 years, imagine.
What have you what have you learned?
Man, I've learned that
Okay, let me
what
start
have you
with-
learned yourself?
I think the biggest lesson I've learned is that marriage is more it's more about the other person than you. Yeah, that's what I've learned. That if you make it your aim to please yourself, you'll be so unhappy. Yeah? You'll wake up every day with having your own expectations. But if you focus on the other person, it becomes easier for you because you can be able to explain what you want. And if it doesn't happen in your time, you'll have patience. I think what most people do not realize is that I think we were told this when we were starting off, but we didn't really think about it. Marriage is a lot of self-sacrifice. You sacrifice so much. Guys, don't get into this thing if you're not ready for it.
You're scaring people.
For real. It's for real. Because that's what 2 or 3 months down the line you want your way. And it's never about your way. If it's always about your way, you'll be so unhappy. Because the other person, they also have their way. And they can decide my way too. And so it will always be 2 ways. You're looking at me in a funny way. When- 6 years is a long time and it's a short time. And learning that I have to keep thinking about the other person other than myself helps me keep thinking about my future in a positive way, so that it helps me wait, patiently waiting. Because sometimes you are waiting, but you are like, damn, it's not happening. So I have so much I'm thinking about the future. There's so much I'm planning, but it's not about my time, and it's not about me. If it happens that it goes my way, praise the Lord. If it doesn't go my way, I still thank God that I'm happy. Because at the end of the day, believe you me, it's about happiness. Because you'd want to stay in marriage, but if you're not happy in that marriage, you always be gloomy. Your children will grow up with those characters because they can see it. They can learn from you. They are seeing.
That's what they'll absorb. That's
Yeah?
what they'll get used to.
Exactly. A few years down the line, they don't love marriage. They don't want marriage. They don't think it is important because it was not working for their parents, and they could see. Yeah. So I think the other inspiration is that I want to start a generation that will truly love marriage and respect marriage and want to be in marriage. And that's my prayer. That, my children would want to be married by somebody who is like their father. You know?
They will not find somebody like you.
It's okay. But at least they would have learned.
Like you.
They would have learned what to look for.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah? I don't want my girls to be taken advantage of some other Jamas who they just want kalongolongo and yeah, for real.
That is where we are going now.
Yeah. I want my kids to know that this is the type of a man. I want to set some standards. So that when they're going into the world, they're going knowing, you know what? It is possible.
Do you want a son maybe so that you can also set standards for...
If God allows, why not?
They want?
If God allows, why not? But whatever I have right now are girls. I teach them actually what I was not taught. So that has been my lesson the last few years.
Actually, uko serious.
Well, marriage is a serious thing.
What I have learned.
Yes.
Peace and happiness in a marriage are, can we call it a counter reaction?
A recipe for disaster. I'm just trying to look
First
forward.
of all, we don't say recipe, we say
Recipe. Afanya ndo utanifunza hapa. Hakuna.
It's a counter reaction, right?
Yeah.
This is what I mean. We throw it at each other for there to be. Happiness and peace cannot come from one side. It has to come from both sides. This is what I mean. If he is not happy with something that I have done, no, let's start the other way around. So because it's my lesson, the way I have learned to do it. If I am not happy about something that he has done, my being unhappy.
Don't go very much on the other side. Come closer to me.
My being unhappy does not add any happiness to the union, right? What I'm trying to say is, if I am happy, and I'm not saying that I be happy about something he has done wrong, but first understand that if I am happy, there is happiness, because I will not express unhappiness, right? I'm saying this because I have learned sometimes the hard way that it is possible to let some things go, even the ones that you never thought you could let go.
I got. Okay. Pass.
Sini lesson yangu, sini mimi.
Sorry.
Yeah. That you can stop clinging to unhappiness. Because, okay, amekukosea, umekasirika, and then juu umekasirika, utaongea vibaya, so ina attract pia makasiriko from the other side, and then that counter reaction happens. But if I receive what he has done in a calm way, so that even if I'm not happy about it, I seek my peace in it. If I'm not saying I'll be happy about kukosewa, nimekosewa, fine. But if I seek to be peaceful, then I am going to breathe peace into our union. So don't just think about so much to express makasiriko all the time. You don't have to express makasiriko. Sometimes you actually express that somebody did you wrong without necessarily spitting out unhappiness and bitterness and makasiriko, so that you avoid the counter reaction. Because the angrier you are, the more you express the anger, the more the other person is bound to express anger, and then makes you angry, and you express more anger, and what you're brewing is a lot of anger in between you, and that is what the marriage will be about. And trust you me, it is possible, especially to the ones young in marriage, especially ladies. I know that it can feel like, oh my God, I need to speak this out now and here and exactly the way I feel it. Or 6 years down the line, and I'm thinking.
And we used to do that a lot, by the way. We used to do that. It's not something that we haven't done.
Yeah.
It's something that we used to do. But gladly that we both are learning, because it's a learning curve.
Yeah. 6 years down the line, and you're, what was I thinking?
Yeah.
Spewing out things all the time.
Saying what you want.
Relax. It's not about having to tell the other person. How about you seek your peace first? Because if you're not peaceful, then that is not what you will breathe out. Utaspeak makasiriko. Na hakuna wakati makasiriko italeta amani. Makasiriko italeta makasiriko ingine. So seek your peace first. You will be able to converse like adults who love each other. Do you love me?
Subscribe. Subscribe.
Marriage, why is it falling